Okay, we're live now. We should be.
Oh, great. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my bed. Anyone that's not even watching.
Devin, let's be real. You only sit about a few inches from your bed anyway, so it's not that different.
Fair. I'm going to prop my phone up with a pillow, and I'm just going to go back to bed until it starts. I'm cuddled up with
We have 5 minutes left.
I'm cuddled up with a puppy.
Is the dog there? Is he gonna bark, bark, bark?
He is here, and he's busy licking at a bone that he's got. One of those treat bones or something like that.
He's going bark, 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 bark.
Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. Bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Bark, 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 bark. Hey, I bet I'm live.
Chupakudatu is live.
What does it say after?
Smash direct. I cannot. What? I don't know. I was gonna try to come up with something funny, but I just like it's too early and I blanked out on it. I don't know what I know what it actually said, but it wasn't. I was like,
Brad Woto is live. How many minutes do we have left? 3. How many minutes is he holding up left that we have left, Evan?
it is 8.
No, look at his. Look how many fingers he's holding.
No, wait a minute. That wasn't the right answer, but I do not care.
We have 3.
I am warm.
I am just sitting down in a chair by myself.
It is
and I'm as warm as
bed
you are.
hour.
Yeah, well, you'll.
I haven't even bothered to put on clothes, so.
I don't think most people have, especially if you're not using a camera.
Fair. I don't go like sleep.
Listen, depending on the height, I'll go back to sleep. I can't wait. I can't wait for Sakurai to be like, and we have a release date for this guy 2 years ago. He's been available in the code, you bastards.
We released him along with Ultimate. You just didn't know.
We released him along with Smash 4. Okay, you bastards.
2 years ago was the release of Ultimate. You dummy.
No, what? Smash. It's been out for a year, Devin. It came out.
It has been out for a year, but now it has been technically 2 years.
Devin.
Sir?
Devin. Smash came out December 8th, 2018. 1 year.
And it is 2019, and now 2020.
Devin. Then it was.
I did say technically. I did say technically.
It's been a year and a month.
I'm not stupid, Liam.
It's been a year and a month. A year, a month, and 8 days.
Listen.
We have 1 minute left.
Both concepts are equally ridiculous, okay?
I think Sakurai released... He's like, you bastards, you've been hoodwinked. I released Waluigi in the game and nobody noticed.
The sad thing is this can't be Waluigi.
We don't know that.
All the DLC fighters have been third-party so far.
That doesn't... Listen.
I'm pretty sure that's what the Fighter Pass is meant to be. It's all, like, third-party characters and whatnot.
It will be Waluigi.
Waluigi's, like, the only one I want anymore.
It's the only one most of us want. I just want him to feel love.
Call out post right now. It's gonna be one neither of us know. We're gonna be slightly disappointed, but okay with it.
As long as it's not a fighting character, I'll be okay. As long as I get another hero. With like
Hero 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I need a hero with as big of a disjoint.
You just get Marth again.
Okay, it's 8. Sakurai, where's my content?
Oh, Jesus.
Where's my content?
Go live!
Where are you? Where are you? Ooh, 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 ooh.
Stop.
That's
I'm
not
leaving
how
this
the
call
song
now.
goes. It's here.
That's
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora
I
Limited.
cannot hear him over you.
We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter. Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide.
What?
The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy, which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast. So, it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time.
It's okay, Sakurai. That means
I think
tomorrow.
even many
He really
Nintendo
wanted to
employees
prevent the
will be
leaks this
surprised
time, huh?
to see this
Well,
and say,
I
wow,
want to prevent
really?
leaks every time. I feel Sakurai feels terrible about it because he's like, I spent so
So,
much time
let's all share in the
making
fun
this
of getting our
character,
hands on the
and then
latest
people just
information.
Screw it up.
However, even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings. We've prepared a fighter reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly.
Uh-oh.
Now, let's do this.
Devin, it's Five Nights at Freddy's, man.
Freddy is here.
What is it? What is it?
What is it?
We'll figure out who it is pretty early. Nope. I knew it. It had to be a generic one. Or it's a Fire Emblem character. God damn
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharat upon our enemies!
it. Fire Emblem character.
I don't know what's going on.
This is Fire Emblem Awakening.
I think I was correct, Liam. It's that no one of us.
Yeah, this
What
is.
were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
I'm sure you're okay with it.
As you and I are one,
What, me?
I too am trapped
I'm
within
making a
this
joke of the
void.
fact there's a pretty girl on screen.
In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be.
It could be Sora still. I
Are
don't
you
know.
prepared to die?
Are you prepared to die?
It could be Sora still. I don't know. I'm not. I'm
I
not
assume it's
spotting
not.
I
any,
thought as much.
Disney characters.
I also do not wish to die.
Well,
And yet-
Alpharad got his wish at least. He wanted.
There is
Fire
no
Emblem.
other choice.
This is not Fire Emblem.
You must join Smash.
Yeah. See. Byleth.
Join
Oh, no, it is.
Smash
You're
Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
Do it.
Wow.
Byleth, join Smash House.
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself!
There he is. Okay.
Wow.
What does he do though? That's all that matters. Even if he's not who I want. If he's got
Massive hitbox. I'm already.
Oh, he's got
This
Joker.
thing on.
He's got
I
Joker,
can't wait to see this guy outline.
bro. Okay, well he died. It's loud, so.
And then 3 more characters.
Wait a minute. What if we get
Return.
another one?
And sooner than expected.
Wait a minute.
I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Wait a minute. We're getting a second one.
Of course.
So that is how you plan to win the day?
It's just like.
So be it.
Corin
I reward your cleverness this time.
by turning into a
Yeah,
woman.
because these are, I believe, they're both the player avatar.
Oh.
You could choose both male and female. So
Okay, I'm down with that. They both look nice. I like them.
How is this?
yeah.
Ooh, Devin. New item. Byleth recruits Byleth.
Amazing.
There she goes. She fly.
Oh!
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics.
She's a lady.
Those are smash
Areadbhar,
attacks.
strike with superior reach.
Oh my god, Devin, the
Use
aerial.
Amir's overwhelming power.
Oh, great.
Oh my god.
Unleash the blinding speed
They've
of
got aerial
Failnaught.
smash attacks, Devin.
Oh, great.
Along with the sword of the creator. Each weapon matches a direction.
Okay. Oh, neutral. Oh, those are specials, Devin.
What the fuck?
Those are special. They're
Your
just
will
really
and mine
powerful
be
smash
now
attacks.
as one.
Oh, what is it? What is
To
it?
you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Well,
Okay. So,
I got up early for this.
Origin just wanted to update. I don't care, Origin. It's Fire Emblem Three Houses. Oh, he's putting it on. Look at him go. Listen, even if it's not what I
Yes,
wanted,
there
he
you
seems
have it.
happy.
Byleth
so I'm
from
happy
Fire
for him.
Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle.
It's not what I wanted.
Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still
Fire
very new.
Emblem Three Houses
Even so,
is
you'll soon be able to
massively
play as them
popular.
in Super
Yeah, I was
Smash
gonna say,
Bros.
I've heard this
Ultimate.
game's real good too.
This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available for purchase
days from now?
individually.
Pretty good.
In case you're not familiar
I
with
can
Fire Emblem
guarantee
or
you,
Three
though, that,
Houses, I'll
I
explain a
can't
few
wait to watch
things,
Alpha
so
Red's
don't worry.
reaction.
Knowledge of the fighter is nice, but
First
not
off,
required.
what is Fire Emblem?
It's an RPG.
It's really hard to pronounce in
That's what it is.
Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire
Wow,
Emblem.
It's a little odd.
But when writing it, if you don't write
lot of
Fire
their
Emblem,
fans, so he's
the Fire
actually
Emblem
explaining what
police
Fire
will come and
Emblem
get you. So please be careful.
He said if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come
The
and get
series'
you.
first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990.
Oh
You could
yeah,
say it
this
was
is
a
when
pioneer in the
Marth
genre
was
of
introduced,
tactical
and this
role-playing
has
games.
never been
You might be
translated.
wondering what makes it particularly
Which is why it
tactical.
would in like
Well,
Smash
it's
Brawl and all that.
tactical in that it
Marth
simulates
actually never
combat.
spoke English.
You can think of it as moving
Ultimate
pieces
is the
in a
first
board
game where Marth speaks
or in other words,
English.
a game in which you advance
Great.
units across a grid
And
in
then
battle.
Crom came in, and it was Matt Murphy.
Oh, the only reason like
When we
Lucas
talk
doesn't
about
do the same
tactical
is because
games of
Lucas
that era, there were
Lucas
lots of
has
ones
to
in which
speak
you
for his
command
attacks.
tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire
Because
Emblem was
Mother
unique
3, the
because
game that
each
Lucas
unit
is
was a
from, also
specific
has not been
character,
translated.
Sort of like
Oh, I
in
do know
role-playing
that. That's
games.
why everybody's upset. They're just like, look at three jokes, you Sakurai.
Plus, something made it stand out from other
I've
Nintendo
actually
products.
played a Fire Emblem game. It was the one
Characters
Roy
could
was from,
permanently die.
but I only like played one chapter of it, and I
That's
kind of
pretty
got
direct
bored.
language,
I
though.
really-
so
I
perhaps
really
we
like
should
how
just say
Sakurai had the
they're
laugh
sleeping
track.
with the fishes.
I think that's just the other people on the
But
camera.
really, if a character fell in battle, you'd lose that unit. They'd be gone, and you couldn't use them again.
So we only get one stock as this
Recent
character,
entries
but
in the
they're
series
insanely
maintain this
powerful.
concept of permadeath. to
No,
some
it
degree
was
in
more
classic
like,
mode and
you
what
know,
have you.
just be
But a
careful.
lot of games now allow
Because characters could
strategic
get
withdrawals,
injured on the
so to speak.
battlefield, and if you didn't pull them
In the
away
older
in time
games,
or
your
something
units
like
would
that,
really be gone,
you
never
could
to be mentioned
like
again.
lose them for
Scary.
the rest of the chapter.
Yeah,
The game's
permadeath.
stories are told like chronicles of war. with
Technically
increasingly distinct
not. No one
characters
actually
in engrossing
died.
Scenarios.
It was just more like, you know, I remember the story of one that I ended
Several
up
characters
losing.
also claim the
She
Super Smash
broke her
Bros.
arm
series,
very
and 6 of the
badly
7
in the
use a
fight.
counterattack. It's their down special.
Has a counter
There's
move,
actually
Devin.
a reason for this.
Yeah.
When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem
All I
fighters into
remember
Super
about
Smash Bros. Melee,
that
I
Fire
thought it might be
Emblem was
interesting
there was
to
one
reflect
dude
the
named
turn-based
Marcus
nature
who was
of the
on a
original
horse
game.
that like
First comes your opponent's
nearly
turn.
crit
They
every
attack
single
and you
time.
counter. Next comes your turn.
The counter move reflects the game's turn-based game. Okay,
And
so
now,
what about
Fire Emblem
Pokemon?
Three Houses is
Why
the
don't the
17th
Pokemon
game
have
in the
the,
series.
the counter?
People
Pokemon
who
do.
want Japanese in particular might be
One
thinking,
does.
17
Greninja.
games? There are that
Greninja
many?
has a counter, but I think that's because he's
Greninja-
Well,
Greninja
if you
has
include Fire
countered,
Emblem Heroes
Lucario
in the
has
remakes,
double
but you
teamed.
don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Sharp
I'm thinking of
Effie,
Pikachu
and Fire
mainly.
Emblem Warriors.
Pikachu
then it
doesn't
comes
have a
out to
counter.
17 games.
Pikachu
Let's
does
try
not have a
saying
counter
them in
because
the
of his
Fire Emblem
thunder.
Can You Say It challenge.
Yeah. Why doesn't he have a counter?
I'll give it a try.
Revenge isn't really a counter,
Pikachu
though.
learn counter?
Oh, here he goes.
I'm pretty. I don't. I don't
Devin,
think
that's why he
Pikachu
was holding up
can learn
3.
counter.
That's why he was holding up 3, because Fire Emblem Three Houses.
There you go, 17.
Three Houses. Oh, because he was doing 7. That's the 17 on one hand.
So you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right? I was counting in binary.
That's 17 in binary. Devin.
This is 0. Fold this here and you
He's
get 1.
teaching us binary.
And then you get 2. Then 2 plus
Listen,
1
Thank you.
Sakurai,
So,
I
this
spent
would be
far
4,
too
5,
long with
6,
binary
7,
and
and
CCNA.
8.
Please get it out of
And
my
then you
Smash
get 16.
Brothers.
Add 1 and you get 17.
That's why he's doing
sir.
this. 17 games.
Awesome, isn't it?
All right.
You
So,
can actually count
yeah,
up
that's
to
the
31
thing.
on one hand.
I can't wait to lose to that character
I
a lot.
cannot- I
And if
cannot
you use
wait
both hands, you
to
can
use
count
smash
all the way
attacks
up
in
to
the air,
1023.
Devin, this is going to be the
Just
character that
exactly
Given
he
up
what-
counting
at
the
least you
knots in
can't
its atomic
crit
map,
anymore.
you could always give it a go.
I mean, I can still always crit.
What is Fire Emblem
Always
Three
crit.
Houses?
I mean, I guess
Japanese
you've
male version
got
of the
that
main character
stupid
is called
luck
Betis,
aura
and the
about
female
you.
version is
Something,
called Betis.
something.
But in English, they share
great
the same
and
name.
make
Listen,
kill
I don't
you
crit
way
that
earlier
often, but
than
whenever
you
I
should
do,
have.
you
becomes a
notice.
professor who
Because
ends
it's
up
always
leading one of
whenever I'm
3
doing well.
academic
I only
houses.
crit whenever I'm doing well,
Once
or the
you've
crit
chosen a house,
causes
you
me to
guide
do
them
well.
through their
So
school
it's
lights,
always
and,
Yeah.
hard.
Well, you end up fighting the other houses.
Because crit is like the ultimate morale boost.
After a certain
Because you crit
incident,
and then
5
you're like,
years
"I got
pass, and you
this."
meet up with your grown-up students.
Because
to battle against
also the
other
fact that
houses
you
in their
crit and you
regions.
could kill it like 30.
It's a very sad game in which
if
your
you
former
really charge a
allies
crit,
become
you can
enemies,
kill it,
turn
in the
hostiles, and try to
middle.
kill you. To understand the concept of
Battlefield
Fire Emblem
Release
Three Houses, I played an early
Yeah.
version of the game before its release.
Battlefield has like. No, I'm thinking
I've done
of
the same thing
Final
before with The Legend
No,
of Zelda.
the blast
Breath of
zones
the
are the
Wild, for
same on the
example.
side on each one, but the Final Destination
Because I
one is
couldn't wait until
taller.
launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas,
So this is
saw
real
the
sweet,
ending,
Devin.
and
He's
realized
saying
for the
reason
first
that
time,
this character got in the
I guess we
time
can't
that
really
it did
have Breath of the
is
Wild's
because
Princess Zelda as a fighter.
Wait, what? But he's saying the reason
I did the
that
same this
character
time,
got
but
to
with
come
there
out
being
this
3
early
houses and
is
multiple
because he
endings,
got an
it was
early
really
access
hard
to
to
the
get a feel
game
for
because he
it.
wanted to put this guy in Smash.
And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
Fire Emblem Three Houses has been out for a while.
He said this summer.
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is
Like
very
it came
different.
out summer
Your experience will
2019.
vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet
Meanwhile,
will adopt different roles in the
SNK
story.
Fighters has been out for however
I'll try to
long.
avoid spoilers when I'm talking
Persona
about
5
the
has been
fighter.
out for
I
however
hope you'll
long.
understand.
Dragon Quest has been out for however long, and
Dragon
For my
Quest has been a
demonstration,
running
I should
series.
point
Yeah.
out that when I
It's
did the
11
Terry
games.
Bogard showcase
all of these
video,
games that
I mentioned that it was recorded a
technically
month
have
in
been,
advance.
just some more than others.
But this time, we
Like,
have to account for
Banjo-Kazooie
the
technically
holidays
has
and
3
such,
games,
so
although
we're
the
filming
third one
2 months in
dare not
advance
speak.
of this video's release. Right now, it's
Oh,
actually
God.
November.
but
Realistic.
and then
Fair.
I'm sure SNK
Therefore, some
Fighters
of
has
what I'm
one.
about to show you
I don't
might
know how
differ
many,
a
and
bit
then
from the
Persona
finished
5 has
version.
5, and then
As always, I'm using a special
and
in-game
then
camera
Dragon
and
Quest
such
has a
for
bunch,
demonstration
so they're all
purposes.
running series. But this one
Up
came
to
out
11
go.
games,
recently.
because the main hero that shows up in Smash is the guy from Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah. Byleth joins the battle. Okay, let's learn about
So,
it.
this is
And
our
her.
new fighter.
Oh my
Byleth.
god, Origin. I'm turning you off.
Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them. Throws are not their strong point either. Their
are not
grab
their
lacks
strong
range.
point?
But actually, you could say that they're distance demon.
Oh, great.
They're
Just
addicted.
exactly what I needed.
Heroes
The
relatively
second I start
change
learning
depending on the
Shulk
direction
with his massive
you input
sword,
it.
they add someone with a bigger
First,
sword.
let's
This is
talk
how
about
you
the weapon
counter
Byleth uses for upward inputs. The Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such
Okay.
as down tilt attacks, where it takes
So-
the form
the
of a whip.
hell? That is so huge.
He's got a very big.
They also use the
Jab.
sword for dash attacks and other moves.
I've seen this character too. Their sword just like extends.
For
in
their
the
up
game.
smash
I
attack,
saw it in the best of.
they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air.
Devin, that's a good up smash because it actually hits in
For their
front
up air
and
attack.
it launches you into it.
They'll wave the whip sword overhead.
Okay, so it's the same as the smash attack basically.
The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time.
Okay, okay.
The up special move is really something.
What is it?
The sword extends like this,
Oh my god, we got
allowing
a
you
video
to
of her.
do things like this.
Oh my god.
It was pretty terrifying
Devin,
how I
imagine
knocked
how
him into the
sick-
air with that attack.
Imagine
And in
how
addition,
sick this could be.
you can do awful things like
And it's
this.
a tether.
That said, you'll launch opponents
Devin,
upward
imagine
until their
how sick
damage
this
reaches
could
a certain
be.
percentage.
Yeah.
Like this is
Exceed that
one of the
percentage and you'll
easier.
need to be careful.
This is
You may
how
find
you
it
get
helpful to
around
mid-air
being
dodge.
spiked is by being able to spike.
I've already
people
shown
above
this,
you.
but you can also use it to latch onto edges.
It's like Pichu.
So that's the up special.
That's why it's so
Great.
scary.
Now, for the sideways
I can't
inputs.
wait.
This is Areadbhar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks.
Okay.
As you can see, they have a long reach.
Long range, yes, very good,
Like
very
so.
good. 10%? That's not that bad on a.
Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too.
I'm more concerned about the knockback from either of those.
Well, who knows? It'd probably
If
be pretty
Byleth
good.
does the
It
same
is a
thing,
DLC
you'd win
character
out,
after
so
all.
you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range.
Oh, it's
It'll
gonna
connect
be the
even from
Areadbhar.
here.
Ooh. How much did that do?
It'll connect even from here.
Okay. It did 20%.
Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger.
It's stronger, just like the other Fire Emblem characters. If you hit for the head.
And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them.
And it does less damage.
By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful.
Ooh.
The
Devin,
shaft
we got
part is
Marth.
weaker.
A lot of
So it's not
characters do
suited
have
to
sweet
close
spots.
combat.
It's just less known.
It won't deal much
A
damage,
lot of them,
and
when
it
they
won't
do have
launch
a sweet
opponents
spot, will
far.
have to sparklet at the sweet
That's
spot,
why,
such
as
as
a rule,
the knee.
You want to hit with the blade part aimed upward. Or downward in this case.
Okay, so I'm
Next,
not gonna
the
be very
side
good with
specialty.
this character because I'm especially because that does a lot less. That does like
Byleth will
50%
simply
less
swing
damage
the
if I
lance
hit
like
it
this.
close.
But again, it has excellent reach.
I'm gonna have to learn.
For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
Whoa.
Really?
Whoa. Dude, I know what one move I'm spamming until somebody.
I'm
you
just
can do a smash
noticing
attack
this
to
is just
charge
the
forward
character
a
of
little.
nowhere. Is
Like
say,
this.
I mean,
I
every
have massive
DLC
reach,
character.
and I'm going to beat out your massive Monado.
But as you'd expect, it can
Devin,
be
your
easily
Monado
shielded,
beats out
so
everything.
be careful.
It's easy to shield against. See?
My Monado is actually very
Use it in
bad
midair
at
and you'll
projectiles,
carve up a
believe it or
large
not.
area.
Yeah, and I don't use projectiles, so you're fine.
Returning
You're
to the
this
side
is
air
just
attack
Listen,
from earlier,
I don't know what
they
you
have great
I don't know what you
horizontal reach.
classify as
They lack
This is
sizzle, fireball.
This is just.
So this
Yeah, and I don't know what you
complements
classify as never having enough
well, although
time
you'll
to
be
use the
vulnerable when you
menu.
land.
Monado
Now,
speed is
for
what I
the downward
classify that
inputs.
as.
Yeah.
Even though
So-
that combo
these,
looks
by the
Oh
way,
impressive,
my
use
God,
it like
Hatchet
a
Man.
mirror.
How much damage does
It's
this
named
do?
after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth.
How much damage does Hatchet
First,
Man do?
the down air attack.
Okay.
It
It's
really is
probably
strong.
a spike.
You can try
Yup.
for a meteor effect with
Yup.
this attack.
Okay, so we got Hero Spike.
Next is the down smash attack.
Down
A
smash.
heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it
that
has
I don't
a
know
great
about you,
deal of
Sakura,
launch
but that
power.
doesn't look a whole lot like an axe.
And for the
Like,
down
it's an
special,
old axe. Down
Violet
special.
channels all their energy into a devastating strike.
Devin, Hatchet Man
It's a
is
bold
down
move,
B.
similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
Super armor. 30%.
Oh great, now I
which
can't
allows you to
even
withstand an
I
attack.
can't even knock it out of you now?
Just so
you
you
can
know,
knock it out of me.
execute
You can
the
knock it out of me
Falcon
until
Punch
I
about the same
start the
time.
animation of going. Yeah.
It plays
Bro.
out like this.
I can't believe I got hit.
It's a bit
Man on
slower than the
character.
Falcon
I
Punch,
love
but
this
due to
character,
the super
Devin.
armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless
But
you
you
get
can be
grabbed.
grabbed.
I guess that's always fair. You
Another
can always
notable
grab
aspect
somebody.
is that it lets you
It's
pass
just that
through
it's
platforms.
It's what?
While you're charging up, you can
Oh,
breeze past
okay,
platforms
okay.
like this to
I
reach a
think-
lower area.
That usually is how that works.
It won't
so
let
that
you
makes
jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack. Also, you can turn around during the move.
sense. Does it do
The
more
swing
damage?
takes a while. So if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction.
It does more than 30, Devin.
Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents.
Did that hit behind him?
It can be really effective when used against a
It
group
hit
of
on the
opponents.
upswing. It hit on the upswing. I missed that.
technically
Plus,
behind
even if
him.
you fail
I
to
have
land a
sound
direct
off.
hit, any opponents on the ground nearby
Okay.
will still be launched a
Violet
little.
from Fire Emblem.
It's
Capable
as if
of
the
launching
quaking of the
opponents.
ground launches them.
Okay, so if you don't get hit by the direct thing, Devin, you can still
It's
get
got a
hit by
shockwave.
By the way, earlier
Just
I
in
talked
front
a
of
little
it.
bit about the other
fair,
Fire Emblem
because
characters'
it's
moves.
just Hatchet Man, but a little
I
bit
don't
better.
recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series.
Yeah, it would be
because
very
you'll
bad
just get
because of the
loads of
counters.
counters. It
Never
hits
use
with
this
Never
that much
use
power
this
in
against
a
the fighter
single
with a
attack.
counter.
Yeah.
Counters can actually multiply
or
the
if you
power
want,
of blocked
um,
attacks, and using
use it
easily
only whenever
anticipated attacks like
you
this could
have
just get
such
you
a
hit by
hard read on
counter
your
after
opponent
counter.
that you know they're going to counter, so delay it a bit, and then they'll
Next,
get
you
hit.
have the
You
neutral
can't.
base.
It looks
The
like
bow you use is called
it looks
Failnaught,
like one of
which
those
shares
things where
its
you
name
press the
with
button
bow
and
from
it
the
starts
Knights of the Round
charging.
Table.
Oh, I know. I'm saying like
It only
time it
appears
so
in
that
a
you
few
know that
neutral
they're going to
moves.
counter, and
You've
then
got the neutral
that
I
way,
guess
whenever
that's
they
right.
counter,
This
you're
attack
in the
is
middle
similar
of the
to a move of
animation, so it
Pit's
hits
and other
them.
fighters
before
Hey,
they
look,
can counter
Pit.
again.
It lets you spin the weapon
Oh my
around.
god, it's I got palutine there.
It's also easy to create certain
No, this
combos
is
with
just
this.
Pit because it's Pit's with a bow too.
And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow.
Okay.
It seems pretty straightforward, right?
This is the one time
But there
you
are a
can
few
actually
noteworthy
call one of
aspects to this
Pit's
bow.
moves okay, and then we're ignoring
First,
it.
the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready.
People have proved that Pit's
You
moves
can't
are
release it
actually
partway through
really
the charge,
bad.
so when it does fire, the arrow
Just because
travels at high
of the
speed.
hitboxes
It's
that
also
they
very
have
powerful.
are just strange.
That
and
said, you can still
weird.
cancel out of the stance using
His
the
nair
shield button.
misses his nair actually misses
You can also
a whole
change
lot
direction
because
while
the
in
tip
the
of his bow
stance.
does not have as
It
much
works
of a
up until this
hitbox.
point, but
And
So
his
you can
up
leave the
smash
button.
doesn't. His up smash doesn't hit
You'll
in front of him.
unleash-
It hits behind him.
Wait, what?
a powerful arrow
What?
that looks like a beam of light.
Hold on. Hold on.
You can perform this move by keeping the button held down.
Okay.
You charge up power
So-
like so, charge a bit more, and then fire.
We have
But
Hatchet
again,
Man arrows,
you'll
Devin.
need to take care when using this move.
Great.
For one, when you've powered up the move to its
This is
max,
good. This
there's
is the
no way
most
to
toxic
cancel
character
out.
already, Devin.
Not even with the shield.
Imagine
button.
Hatchet
In other
Man
words,
on
you're
your
committed to
projectile.
firing it.
This is gonna be
Great.
awful
So you
on
see, a
online.
situation-
Great.
Can't
That's
wait.
just what I needed.
You
More
said-
online
you-
salt.
You said that you can't work well against projectiles. Well, guess what?
Once
This
you've
guy
entered
has
the
one,
stance-
and he knows how to use it.
You won't be able to do anything.
Yeah, it's
Great.
Charging
Which
this
means
attack
it's
will
quite
leave you
the risky
vulnerable, though.
attack to use
So if you
against
have a
fighters
counter,
who have a
you
move
better
with a
use it.
reflector effect. But you could always just aim
Because
into
once
the
they start
frame.
charging,
they're
Aim
all
for
in. Good thing
a
Shulk
long-range
does.
move, letting you
Yeah,
deal
that's what
a
I'm
sudden
saying, man.
blow to opponents.
Any character you play is better
So
have a
you
counter.
need to think carefully.
Also,
when
I'm
using
thinking of this in
projectile
terms
weapon.
of playing randoms.
Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move
Unfortunately,
called
we're not
Ruptured
going to get any
Heaven.
music
This
that we
is an
know
enhanced
because of this.
version.
That's the worst part about this. No new music that I would want to hear. Ooh, Japanese. Oh, I thought that ending
As you
part
can
was-
see,
okay.
you team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch
I
an
thought that
attack
the
together.
where both Byleth
Yeah.
showed up, I thought that was part of the animation. That was not. That was part of the video. That's Crom.
Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations
Yeah,
are
odd
male,
numbers are
while
male,
the even-numbered ones are female.
Okay.
However, the
Also,
third,
Devin,
fourth,
the
and
fe-
fifth
the female
colors
is
are,
wearing,
as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaves.
Stockings, I think, or something.
Those
I
of
don't
you
know what
who
that was.
played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to.
Oh, hey, look.
The sixth color is based on Sothis, who you just saw earlier.
So this. Persona 6.
And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Didn't we see this variation in the final smash?
Look at her legs. I don't know what that is. But also,
I want those.
those are spoilers.
Next, I'll introduce the stage.
Apparently. So don't.
For this one,
Devin,
we of
don't tell
course tried
anybody.
to
Spoiler
recreate the
leggings.
place where you spend most of the game,
Spoiler hair.
Garreg Monastery.
Spoiler hair. Okay, I can't wait for this stage to be
This is
banned.
how Garreg Monastery is laid out in the original game.
Okay. I have no idea.
From
what
these,
this
we
is.
chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral all in one stage.
Got it.
It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four.
Such as.
Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas. The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping.
I think.
The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house: Dimitri, Dedu,
So
and
basically, I
Ingrid.
assume you knew this
Not
because of the name.
Dimitri,
But the whole
Dudu,
point about it
or
is
Ingrid.
that there are three different
Their names are a bit
people.
difficult to say.
There's three
Yeah.
different. like,
They're largely from the
regions
Holy
that you
Kingdom
can
of
align
Fargus.
with.
Since it's a kingdom, that
So
means they
this
have
one-
a
I know enough.
For that
about
reason, I
this
guess you
game.
could say Dimitri's the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end
Because
up
of the
with
amount of
just one
highlights
eye.
I have watched, Devin,
He's
I
an
basically
unfortunate
know
one,
the
that
plot
one.
for the most part.
There are vendors
Or
on
at
either
least know that
side.
you can feed your people.
In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but
You can destroy them. There they go.
Here you can break them, you see.
Okay. Just powerful enough attack.
If you do break them,
Oh, downbeat.
the stage will expand to the left and right.
And it doesn't, unlike the last walk-off, Devin,
I wonder where
it
people
does
will
not
buy
have
their
walls.
supplies now.
Oh, great.
They thought it was
And in
funny.
the background, you can see the gatekeeper.
Look at that low
You often
polygon
pass through this
man.
area in Fire Emblem 3 houses,
see that
and you
12
end up
polygon
talking
man,
to them a
Devin?
lot.
I saw 12 polygon
Moving
men.
through these areas
That
is
was very
possible
funny.
thanks
Oh
to this
my God.
mysterious platform. Just when it seems
Now we're
like
on
you've come
Heroes
to a
level.
stop,
And we're back.
you'll come crashing back down.
This is the
You've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building.
Look at the lovely
And the
ladies.
guests in the reception hall
Black
are
Eagle.
Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adrestian Empire. And as such,
He's
they
like,
embrace their
this
military
person
might.
is not actually your down B, Devin. This is a completely different
Edelgard
person.
is one of the characters who is central to the conflict.
Yeah, I assume each.
Depending on the path you
middle
take,
person
she'll go
in
through
each
some
house
terrible
is
ordeals.
Central to the conflict.
You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the
Bro, the
stage.
chandeliers can fall
It's
down.
possible to knock them down.
Oh, look. It's Little Mac
However,
stage
bikers
all over
can't
again.
actually
Yeah, but
reach it,
with two.
even though it's their stage.
Oh, great.
You can reach it with other fighters, though.
Oh, art.
So,
the
it's
fighter
nice
that
if you
you're
can work your
releasing
way up
can't
there by
reach
getting
them.
lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go. I made
Okay,
it.
so you can reach it with
And
this cool
you can
move.
knock it down. Also, you can break this table.
Some
Like
tables.
so.
Also, you can break this table.
I love how he said that.
I
Also,
just love that.
Sign
Also,
that
fuck
reads
this
Feuding
table.
Cousin in the Suzaku Castle
also, this
stage.
table-
It can break if you launch the
it says
opponent
something
into
mean
it
about your
at
mother.
close range.
Also, you can break this table.
So you could break.
Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates
Nice
90
hit the
degrees,
continuity
creating
since
this
we already
long
broke
area.
through the roof.
It's
So it
very
didn't break
wide
the roof
indeed.
again. Also, bridge. I feel like this is about.
It's similar
I
to the
get
Bridge
this.
of Elden stage.
I feel like this is about the place.
The
Where,
guests are from the Golden Deer: Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence.
I know all of
They
these
belong
people.
to the Lester
My,
Alliance.
my
Yes.
streamer uses these people a lot.
I'm noticing people I recognize.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families,
Mainly
you could
Hilda.
say that they have a wide assortment of members. And
And
Claude
Edelgard.
is the sharpest of the bunch.
Claw to the sharpest.
Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that
Lorenz
appear
looks
in
like the main
Genealogy
bad guy
of the Holy
of
War, the
Punch-Out.
fourth title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training.
We have one animation.
As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can
Just
expect
really
plenty
wide.
of blows
Devin, it's
to be
that one
exchanged at the
Zelda
edges
map,
of the
except
screen.
you don't have the thing coming.
You could also say it's a place where the Failnaught really shines. And
Devin,
in
you
this
do
sense,
realize
I
if we
think
all
it
play
suits the
together,
Golden Deer perfectly.
I'm going to tell both of you I'm going to play as this character, and I'm only going to use this move, and whoever gets hit by
Great.
it gets hit by it. That's going to be an entire match I do at least once. Is just sitting there with that bow, just doing.
The
that
last
and being
area
like,
is
"What
the
happens,
Cathedral."
happens."
Only with some platforms you can pass through. The
You realize if you
Oh,
win,
please.
that will cause an incredible
Flame,
amount of
and Rhea.
salt.
There's
I have
Senna,
seen
who
Flame
appears to
so
have an
much.
extremely strong bond with his sister, Flame. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening
She's
of
like
Fire Emblem
a
3
goddess,
Houses.
I guess. I don't know.
All three have character quirks related to their true identities.
I mean, they are cathedrals, so maybe.
I feel that Flame might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that.
Thank you, Flame.
This is a simple
I'm
area stage. All
noticing
it
the
has are
same
these
color as
platforms.
spoiler hair.
Yeah,
Being the
are
last
they
area,
related?
it may be a place where some intense
Noticing
battles will
this
be
color as
waged.
spoiler hair.
Do we join Jesus? in
It'll
this
cycle
game?
through each location in about 2.5
Yeah, I've
minutes.
seen Flame a lot. People like Flame. Let's see him in action.
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle
of
in
all
Squad Strike
five.
with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists.
Devin, I
from
think the
throughout
reason that you
ages.
don't like Violet
That'll
right
give us
now is
precisely
because
5
Violet
players per
female
side.
looks a lot like Lucina.
All right, here we go, Joker. Joker
He just jumped off stage.
and Hero.
No, hero. He's dying.
Gee, we really
He's
made a
dying
lot, huh?
because he's got a whole
Banjo!
Banjo.
By now, I think you know what I'm doing. That basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the
And
professor.
we're already on the second part.
But as expected,
He
it's
plays
going
with
to be a
items,
pretty
Devin.
tough
Please,
battle,
not
so I'm using anything I can get my hands on. It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh,
If I don't
this
see
is
bad.
if I don't see Sakurai land a hatchet man, I'm going to be
Mannequins.
very disappointed.
I better keep my distance.
Almost.
I'll use this chance to attack. Got him.
He's playing against the
That's
CPU,
scary.
so that was
He's
just
invincible
legit.
for a moment here.
And now we're at the safety zone.
Lots of explosives. Ouch.
How dare you, Ike?
I can't wait for him to just get Ike nared.
Perfect shielded that, huh?
He's just like
Good one.
And in the same patch, it's like, and Ike will be nerfed.
These aren't 9s, I can
This,
already tell.
like this,
Because they aren't
or
doing
like so.
stupidly inhuman,
No anti-air, huh?
like combos,
There, the soccer ball
whatnot,
connected.
dodging literally everything.
Nah, well, they are 9s because they're also simultaneously being stupid.
Good. There's mom.
There's Mom. Mom, get
You're in
out
a
of my
good spot,
room when
Mom.
I'm playing Minecraft.
Ah, I shouldn't have taken that.
It's okay.
Gardevoir.
Sakurai, we
Well,
we
like-
forgive you.
Mustn't give up. I can't waste this chance.
Did he break his shield on the edge? That'd kill at 0, my
There's
dude.
another smash ball. Yes, got it.
Okay, how does this
Now.
activate?
What are you
Okay,
charging up
it's a
for?
hero, basically. Oh, Devin, she has green hair in the
There's
cutscene
still more.
too.
Whack.
Did that go through?
Go on. You can
Also,
take the
he said
hammer.
whack, by
but
the
it's
way.
mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
Nope.
No counter.
I was
Yeah,
trying
that
to
was
fight
not
using
that,
mindless
those were
abilities
not
alone,
nice.
but
Those
what
would
matters
have
is
been air
that I
dodged
won.
like
Good
almost
game.
every time. Because 9s are both incredibly smart and really stupid.
I'm wondering.
It can be fun to play like this,
eights.
especially in
I
tag team,
could
so I think
guess
it's a good
like
idea
8
to
or
try
7.
imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
Female Byleth just looks like Lucina. We have 2 Lucinas in this
Now,
game.
about the additional music.
About the
Since it's
music.
from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration.
That is a lot of crap.
11 songs are being added.
The Japanese version.
This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy these as well. We're also adding in a new spirit board.
Okay. Hope.
It
Wait,
includes the
Hope?
house leaders among some of the
Hope,
other
it's
popular
what
characters.
Japanese? Novice. There
So
she
this is Legend class.
There she is, Devin.
Also,
Green-haired
there's a new
goddess.
classic mode route, a heroic legacy, which
Completely
is designed
separate,
to let you
unrelated
enjoy
green-haired
classic
goddess,
Fire
by the way.
Emblem
Don't get the wrong
stages throughout
idea.
The series history. The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Do they get stabbed in the throat?
Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Devin, Mii Fighter costume. Devin. We're getting a hero one? Is that Ezio Auditore? Oh my god! Altair, that's close enough, my dude. That's close enough. We got Altair in this game. We have Uplay. We have Ubisoft.
Hello?
Hello, welcome back. Altair was just announced, and now you get to see this.
Stop.
We got rabbits as a hat, but it's still a monstrosity nonetheless.
I mean, rabbits were a monstrosity.
Mega Man X. Oh my god, we got X Gunner. I can't believe the first one was Altair. And not Ezio? Mega Man as well. We got Mega Man EXE. That was very... That was too complicated for my simple eyes. What? Devin!
What?
We got Cuphead! Bro.
What?
Bro. It includes the music track.
I love. He's got the finger gun.
Devin, this is the
Oh
best.
my god, that's
This
brilliant.
exudes the same energy as the Sans costume.
It really does. It does.
It's gonna.
Same energy as Sans.
The only issue is that it's always the gunners. The gunners are gonna be the memers, always. I can't. Gunner has 2 like fully formed costumes and 2 music tracks. Well, I guess I better go and get. I can't get it yet. I'm gonna go and get Cuphead.
I'm gonna
This
pick
time,
up
we're
all the
releasing
Mii
a Cuphead
costumes.
costume.
I think at
I
this
want
point.
to get 2. I want to get.
And
the
for those of
Altair,
you
and I
who
wanna
purchased the
get
Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added.
Yeah.
The
I
additional
Called Floral
songs.
Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation.
I never did
I
finish
hope you enjoyed
I
Cuphead.
these
never
as well.
played it.
I played it at one point.
After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing
stream it.
feature.
Try sharing.
If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using
Sans.
the costume that's wearable
Sans.
immediately after you
Airdrink.
download it.
I love how all of these are in Japanese and then
And now,
there's
onto
sans.
the amiibo.
There's fucking sands.
Oh,
The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark
got
Samus
new
and Victor
amiibos.
are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
Let's go and not get the amiibos because I don't buy amiibos.
I have several. I need to pick up a Shulk one though.
そして今
And now, with the
I
addition
do
of
not.
Fighter, the Fighter's Pass
Okay,
is
hold on,
finally
Devin.
complete.
Is he gonna announce
lineup was
the
Joker,
alternates?
Hero,
So, you know, like
Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard,
I can't remember
and
his name, but
Violet.
you know what I mean. Or Echo Fighters.
Yeah.
From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since
You
the
know I
roster
can't
was
hear him
already
when you
so
talk.
large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there?
Yeah.
When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play.
By spamming the bow.
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Even more.
What?
Yeah, boys. And 11. That's Waluigi right there, boys.
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time.
There's another one.
For this
You know what?
season, we will
Realize
be
I
releasing the
said
Super
Challenger
Smash
pack,
Bros.
and I
Ultimate Fighters
thought
Pass
for a
Volume 2.
second these were
It will
all
be
fighter
available for
packs of
pre-purchase
5,
on the
and
day
I was
shown,
like,
so please keep an eye
Sakurai,
out.
what are
you
you
thought
doing?
you thought he was
And now
giving
that
us
it's
30
official,
new
we intend
fighters.
to move ahead with development.
was for a brief second. I was
Of
like,
course,
this
like
bad
last
man.
time, the
Oh
contents
my
will remain
God.
unknown
It's
for now,
his game.
and
He's
I'm
allowed to do
personally
what he
very
wants.
sorry
Don't
that we
question
have
the
to
man.
release Fighters Pass Volume 2
I'm
when the
not
details have yet to
listening
be
as long
revealed.
as we get Minecraft.
Like last time,
I'm
I'd be
okay.
very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why.
Yeah, he's
and
got enough
purchase
money,
it.
guys. Don't pre-purchase.
Furthermore,
just 'cause you
the
think
new
it'll help
additions have
progress.
already
He's got
been
money.
decided.
Promise.
Even if
I
I
like
receive
that.
many requests regarding potential candidates
just,
on
like, only
Twitter,
do it if you
I'm
want to.
afraid it would be very hard
Okay,
to
so
consider
Devin,
them.
I've got to spend like $60 now on a Switch-related
But I
thing.
still
gotta
hope
get
you'll
the
look forward to it.
Expansion pass and Pokemon in this too.
We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2.
I'm already
Last time, it
listening
was
to
a Rex
people
costume.
complain about the
But this
direct.
time, here's what we have.
What's the wait? What? Link? What?
It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda
There you go,
Breath
Devin.
of the
You
Wild.
got some more Breath of the Wild stuff.
This will not be for
Cool.
sale individually,
Very
so it
funny
can only be
looking, I
acquired
won't
as
lie,
part
but I
of
bet it's
Fighters
probably
Pass
pretty
Volume
good.
2.
Also, is that actually just Link? Because he just
Yeah, that was one of Link's bombs off screen.
Oh, off screen. Okay, I thought he just.
Yeah, that was Link
It's
detonating.
It's been
that off
reported
screen.
that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest selling fighting game in the world.
That is true, Sakurai.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
They have competitions. They go to Evo. Is it a fighting
Yeah,
game?
dude, it's a great fighting
It
game.
seems like Street Fighter 2
listen,
was in the
Sakurai,
lead for a
based
while,
on how you
but now
play it,
Super
it can
Smash
be a
Bros.
party
Ultimate
game
has surpassed it in
or
total
fighting
sales.
game, so it's okay. Don't worry.
However,
We love
I'm
you,
not sure if
Sakurai.
this is accurate. There were
Is it gonna
5
be like,
versions
don't
of
call it a
Street
fighting
Fighter
game?
2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for.
Everyone's
Also,
like,
I don't know
well,
if
they
that
made
really
fun of
qualifies
Smash
as
having
one
far too
game.
many swords,
It's
so
up for
it's like, I
discussion.
guess it's alright.
So, who knows? But when it
Oh,
comes
yeah,
to
they
a
made-
single
they
piece
were
of
like, "So
software,
soon,
it seems
huh?"
like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1.
Even Sakurai himself was like, "Yeah, we got a lot of sword characters in
Although,
this game."
I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game.
It is a family game.
I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else
I agree.
entirely.
Yeah.
I agree. But
Also,
it is also
I feel a
also
deep
a fighting
attachment
game,
to the
like,
5 DLC
additionally.
fighters.
非常に感慨深いものを覚えています。第一シーズンの終わり
The
で
first Fighters Pass just wrapped up,
やっぱり
but it was decided that there will be more DLC,
これからも休みは
which
あんまり
means
なさそうだな
no breaks for
と
me.
思っています。これからも
I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us.
You're a true.
それでは
I would
That's
say
it.
American,
Thank
but you're
you.
not. But you're like, you're a true hero, Sakurai. You're a true just hero in general. Footage is still under development.
Thanks for watching.
That's very sweet. Okay, listen. Final thoughts.
But
I'm excited to play it. I'm sad it wasn't somebody I didn't know, but Sakurai did also preface like, I hope you're okay with it. So I think that's very sweet that he understands that not everybody's going to be happy about it. So I'm happy for Sakurai more than anybody.
I'm happy for Fire Emblem fans because
Yeah.
a whole lot of Fire Emblem fans said they like this game. I just personally I don't play Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem's more of a worldwide thing too because
It's
Japan
like
and
not that I
America
didn't.
plays it.
It's not like that I don't like Fire Emblem as a series. It's that I just don't play it. I just don't end up playing it a whole lot. So
Yeah, and plus they were doing the thing where like Joker was the surprise one, Hero was the Eastern surprise, Banjo was the Western surprise, Terry was the fighter game player surprise, and I think the Fire Emblem character, Byleth, is like the worldwide one, like Eastern and Western, because both regions play it a lot. So I think
Yeah.
that's what he was going for, a nice mix of like happiness for each region. You're good, Bisner, don't you worry. But yeah, so 1 out of 10. I give this a I give it an 8. I give it an 8 because it was happy to see. Because my first reaction was,
I mean,
oh my god,
it's
my
like-
YouTubers are gonna be very happy because they play it.
it's real well done. It's a nice character. It's from a very popular game series, and it's like when it comes down to the fans of that game series, it's definitely a character they wanted. So I mean, like. The only thing that makes this not apply to me is that I just don't play those games.
Yeah, it's I don't play a lot of games, and this is one of them. It's down to that. It's more the issue that I didn't recognize the character either, because there are games I haven't played, but I recognize the character, so it's more so that. But I can't wait to just neutral B and down B. I'm already used to down being. Because
I
of
can't
Hero.
wait to get extremely upset about you winning a game using just that one move.
I mean, listen. He's got basically Shulk aerials or Ganondorf aerials, where it's just smash attacks on the aerials. So it might teach me to do aerials more. I'm down for learning. It's just that I don't like most characters' aerials because they're hard for me to hit. But this guy looks like he's got a lot of range. And plus, anything that can combat Shulk's insane speed for 8 seconds is good for me. The green demon. I have 2 green demons on the field with Luigi.
It's kind of
and Shulk's
hilarious,
speed.
honestly. It's kind of hilarious, honestly, how ridiculously buffed Shulk got in Ultimate.
Yeah,
Because like
became a character.
in Smash. Because, like, in Smash 4, it was, they had, the custom moves that they had in Smash 4, right?
Yeah.
Like, you could have up to 3 custom special moves or whatnot.
There's the Borks.
Thank you, dog. Yeah, you could have different custom special moves, and one of the custom specials for Shulk's neutral was Hyper Monado Arts, which made them more effective, but not last as long. This was basically what they went with in Smash Ultimate. A whole lot of his Monado arts last half as long as they did in Smash 4.
But they're
also way more effective now. Basically, all of his Monado arts put him second on the list of everything. With Monado's speed, he loses out in speed only to Sonic.
I'm a hero with the bunny ears and the accelerator.
What the bunny ears?
We're going with every.
Acceleratle is Monato's speed, so they would be equal.
Okay, I can accept that. Why
It's
do
both-
people agree on the universal color for fast is green?
What?
Green means go, I guess. I said, why do people agree that the universal color for fast is green?
Both Monato's speed and Sonic are blue.
Yeah, and Accelerato and Paluteno's lightweight is green.
Okay.
It's 50-50. I'll fight you, Sonic. No blue. No blue.
No.
We're in the middle of a fight and I'm using the bow and you're like, blue. No blue, Devin. Blue. You just come over and
I will just land Monato's shield and then just stand up and take that arrow to the face and not move and be like,
Devin,
what's up now?
here's the question that we need to ask. Is the move as good as Hatchet Man? Does his Hatchet Man Edelgard down B, does it shield break?
I don't know.
Who knows? But I can't. We're going to do some testing whenever this character comes out, because there's a lot of unknowns for me, Devin, and I'm sure there's some unknowns for you that you would like to know, just so you're like, okay, don't shield against it, just run. Or counter. Because if you try and shield against it, and then it's like, oh, well, it is really Hatchet Man, that's not good to learn in battle, you know? So yeah. Thank you all for joining us, everybody, and we're going back to bed. Good night.
Okay.